All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Sacramento Condors. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Check 59. Recall, 132 fight. Mike to 59. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Yes! Scene 6. 5-9, Mike 5-9. Watch his head.
On 1st and 10, Love. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. 58's the mic. Man, I got you. 58's the mic, 58's the mic. Here we go, D, get off the field.
From the gun, Love. He completes it to Henry. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's another Sacramento first down and 10 yards to go.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
We got 3 down.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business toughness to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 8. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
What we got?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And caught by Henry. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
58. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Drop deep. And 58 is a Mike. Ready, go!
Throwing on first down. Love. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's got room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
It's a foot race. 30, the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coaching
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll run on 1st down. Mack, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
58, right? Yes! Mike, 58, right there. Yeah. You don't want none. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the box shot. Bring it.
Back to throw. Love. Flush to his right. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 3rd down, Love. Open man, it's Allen. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 41-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And 58 is a Mike. Alpha. Hey, check. 58's a Mike. 58's a Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love. Complete. It's Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. On 1st down, Love. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to in the air on second down. Love. Allen's got it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Bravo! 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Y'all not ready. 58 to Mike. 58. Go!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again. Love looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
The gain of 5 brings up third and 5.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be third and 5. Here's Matt. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down.
Bravo! Get it!
From the gun, Lawrence. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first down, Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw on third down, Lawrence. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, fellas, let's go.
To throw on second down, Love. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On third down, Love looking downfield for Godwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
On the ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today. Alpha.
A final shot before break. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And down inside the 15 he goes. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Flushed out right. Open man is Higgins. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Back to throw. Lawrence. This pass complete to Higgins. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the safety creep. Let go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Christian, travel. Hey, box truck, box truck.
49. Come on, baby.
Fight.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Flush to his right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. And it's complete. Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 yards.
Pick it up, DJ. Let's go.
37-yard line.
Charlie. 50. Yep. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Going 58 is the Mike. I got it.
Operating from the gun. Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
30 base.
49 to Mike. Watch 49.
Go. 2.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. We are back now in Sacramento. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. On the ball.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike, check, 59.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready? Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Exit. Mike's 5'9".
On 3rd down, Love. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 18 yards and a 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. Here's Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st down, Hines. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake, Lawrence. He's got Smith here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
On fourth down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Back to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's got some space here. Well, big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Sacramento, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch if you want it. You know they kept in the bottom and now we is lit. She was lit, I got to get it out. You hate cause I told them wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They elevated us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, when the not save us, Be liking my flavor, I think it's time. Watch out,
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my bitch. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like ginger clean. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, like I'm Dino. Like I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake I'm Italian. The skin on cappuccino. I don't tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish it well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they self.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. By myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
The Colts are now on the clock.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tiger, caveman, people wanna know what Mace, Possum, Dave Wayne. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, no see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being in a frenzy. The blends be all the right kind, meaning credentials. Best in the world when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump, the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady,
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a trade.
but can you rock it like rocket fuel? Talk about space out your mind.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
That's a close encounter of what kind?
The Sacramento Condors are now on the clock.
Talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a break. Cardio kingpin. So get the play. Can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints you rock. Re-earn the year so you can say return. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess man. We install doubt in you and your yes man. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause we adrenaline, we blend with the sound as I take. Believing the kings of all ground. Ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all. Flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? Talk about space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets full? Close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets full? What kind?
The Colts are now on the clock.
Can you rock it like rocket fuel?
The Colts are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Sacramento Condors are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Sacramento Condors are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Sacramento Condors are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock.
hard to talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Man, I'm a hard rock, give it all I've got. Water walk, talk to talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS and never lost. GPS and never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new free. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy as a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream with triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm a highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. We hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. No, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Now it's my dogs, they by my side. We gon' ride till we die, ride, ride. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. for cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state brought you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't true. I know it's true because you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank.
Honey, I dash, turn it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my jump in the stands, no man, man. I deal with the hands, trying to guard me. I make plans, I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Sacramento Condors. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Jones now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Returning it is Moore. Yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
Back to throw here. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Austin Hooper there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, look out! 3, 2, 6.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check, lucky.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
That right there, Charles, I think is a prime example of what they're scared of. They said, yeah, you can run. We know you can take off, but be smart. He got hit pretty hard there.
A lot of these young quarterbacks, they like to tell us that they become running backs when they take off. But they have to remember, at all times, they are quarterbacks. Protect yourself. Slide. Get out of bounds. Don't take that kind of hit.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll pitch it, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Check Mike 21.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
49. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he's got his target. That's more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
It's now 2nd and 6. The 10-yard line.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Jones, operating from the gun. Open man, it's Allen. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
That's good for a Sacramento 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Jones into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now this throw caught left side. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Dancing to his left. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
6-6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Check flag 33. Yeah, let's get that ball, Dino.
2nd and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And all the way down Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, check, Mike,
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 4. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He can run for it, and he will. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And finally taken down at the 34. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
4 down, check, 4 down. Check number 6, Go. Switch gears.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bengals 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Yeah. Mike, 49. 3 bucks.
Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now a carry here for their fullback. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
86 to man.
They run with Hunt.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
We got 4.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
double up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in it. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better give it to all. But I got a team with me. Back, I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat down. Couldn't eat, but watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop be looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want me. Somebody want it now. Right pocket, down, left pocket, pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with my right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Packing nobody new. So hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine, wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up the pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. That one. They wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dental. Hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. So I know what they figure, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody get famous. They should. I know how to spend payment. I know how to answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my dudes, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody gon' want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown.
stacks up 100 meals a week after. Die from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't say no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it, you know I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, taking it easy. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down the fence. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it, you know I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad these pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more dress though. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Never save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point the car.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey.